Hey everybody, it's Jork. Welcome back. I hope you're doing great wherever you are in the world. A question I get asked often, and I want to ask you at the top of this video is, when is the best time to visit Portugal? I'm going to give you my thoughts in two answers, whether you're going to move there eventually or whether you're going to go there for tourism. But if you've gone as a tourist or if you are moving or have moved to Portugal, when did you feel was the best time to move? Please leave a comment below so that people who are looking at this video and considering Portugal to live or just as a travel destination, when should they go? So please, I think it'd be great to get some comments on this. For me, I'll answer it two ways. First, if you're going to live there, and second, if you're going to be a tourist, because they're completely different answers. If you are going to live in Portugal, I would go first, I'd try it twice. First time, July, August, or late June through early August, high tourist season. Porto, Lisbon, Algarve going to be packed. The Azores, some of the islands are going to be very busy. Madeira is going to be busy. And see if you can function and make it when the most of the public transportation is very busy. The streets are busy. Restaurants, a lot of people. It's very the vibe, a lot of vibrant. There's a vibe to each of these areas. Beaches are packed in the Algarve. It's hard to get a beach chair in many of the places unless you get up early to get out there. And that's just the way it is. Portugal's become such a hot destination. So if you're going to move here, I would go high tourist season and see how you react to that. Because if you're going to be living in Portugal, you're going to need to go and experience that and live there when a lot of tourists are there. I would also go a second time, and I would go in the off season. I'd go in the winter time. I'll say fall, winter. Let's say late October through February, March. And in that season, it's a lot more rain. It's a little cooler. Depending on where you are looking to move, it's probably not going to snow unless you're in the mountain regions bordering Spain. But you will see a different Porto, Lisbon, and Algarve. Many of the beaches, there's not going to be anybody on the beaches. There won't be any cabanas open or beach restaurants open in the wintertime. Algarve especially, a lot of restaurants in the cities are seasonal. So you won't see, you'll have the place to yourself in some cases. Lisbon and Porto, a lot more rain. I will say we spent 5 years in Portugal from mid to late October, sometimes through mid to late March. It just seemed to rain. Not every day and not for 24 hours, but it was more overcast, more rain. Just it's that part of the season there. So you also have to ask yourself, can you get around and do things when it's raining? Are you okay with that? For some people that come from a rainy part of the world, it's no big deal. If you come from a place that has a lot more sun or maybe has different timings to the seasons, that may or may not impact your decision. So it's worth going high tourism season, off a season when there's more weather. Now, if you're going as a tourist, forget that. I would go late April and May, maybe a part of June. You can get access to beaches. If you're going to the Algarve, it's not packed yet. Lisbon and Porto, the rest of the country is not overwhelmed with tourism. It's nice weather. It's warm outside, but not hot. And then also, I'll say early fall, probably late August to early October. Whether you're going to main cities or main regions or you're going off the beaten path. Not as hot yet, or still not as hot as June, July, early August. Not the rainy season. The only thing is if you're going into the interior if you're doing like backpacking, cycling, walking, hiking, camping in the more rural areas of Portugal. You do have to worry about fires. That is something that you have to be cautious of and do some research before you're going to travel. But I would go in more of the shoulder seasons for travel to Portugal. Portugal's become a hot place to see, and more people are traveling there to visit and experience Portugal. So, trying to go when tourists aren't all there, which is usually the summertime, and also going when there isn't a lot of bad weather, so you have a better chance of getting into the attractions without having to deal with a lot of rain or weather events. That, again, late April through June, and then late August to early October, those are the days I think you should go and experience as a tourist. So please, again, comment below if you've gone, whether you're a tourist, whether you live in Portugal, what your thoughts are, and when do you think people should travel to the country. As always, thank you so much for watching and enjoy your travels.